at his meatloaf with his fork. Hey, you're that weird kid, aren't you? Yeah, it's definitely you. It's easy to miss you cause you are so small. I bet I could beat you up if I wanted to. Be glad I don't care enough to try. What are you doing hanging out with Beer Boy and that creepy janitor all the time? It's like you brought a freak show to Shinru Academy. My daddy works at the best company and he's going to get me a high-paying job right out of school. I don't even have to go to college if I don't want to. I bet you have to spend 4 years in college just to work at a second-rate company. God, the way you just sit there and stare at me. You are even worse than the new girl. Talking to you makes me want to puke. Later, loser. Jimmy is ignored for the rest of lunch. His meatloaf has grown cold. Was ist ein Meatloaf? Ist das sowas wie ein Dingens, Meatloaf? Hackbraten. Das ist ein Hackbraten. Und ein US-amerikanischer Rocksänger und Schauspieler. Das ist ein Hackbraten im Meatloaf. Dachte ich mir schon. The gravy has congealed. He stares it absent-mindedly until the bell rings. Class is about to begin. Would like to change into a different monster? No. Ich will die weiterleveln. The teacher is starting the art lesson. Today, everyone gets to draw whatever they want. Jimmy draws a nice little house in a big green field. Then he draws himself, going tall and proud from the ground. He thinks that the lonely flower could use a family, so he draws 4 more flowers. The first flower is a tall, skinny one with glasses. Warum könnte das so eine Anspielung sein? And there's a big, hefty yellow flower right next to it. The other two are a bright blue flower and a huge flower wearing a black hat. Black hat? Jimmy feels kind of sad all of a sudden. Maybe he'll draw more later. Hey, Jimmy thinks he might have learned a little something. Und er klappt. Hey Jimbo, sorry I missed lunch. Some guys were forcing me to lick the bathroom floor. On the plus side, it kind of killed my appetite. There's no point in sugarcoating this, Jimmy. I really hate it here. This is probably the worst possible place on the planet. Hey, Beer Boy! Thanks for cleaning the bathroom. It reeked, but now it's nice and shiny thanks to you. But see, we've got a problem. A big problem? See, I was talking to my girl about what a good job you did, and she got jealous. Super jealous. Seems like the girl's bathroom is even filthier than the boys. So you're gonna have to clean that one too, Beer Boy. Leute, haut dich doch einfach mal in die Fresse, Alter. Meine Fresse, lass dich doch nicht so moppen. Hey, I have an idea. Why don't you get your creepy janitor friend to help you? Well, Jimmy can't stand seeing his uncle like this, so he pushes the no good Nick. Big mistake, Trip. Yeah, big mistake. Oh, jetzt müssen wir wirklich gegen die beiden alleine kämpfen. Okay. Na dann, würde ich mal sagen. Okay. Wir kloppen euch jetzt einfach in die Fresse. Einfach so. So richtig Waffausmäßig. Bam. Zack. Wow, du kannst ja gar nichts. Ist zu cool for this fight. Ja, Jimmy hat jetzt natürlich Angst. Das ist super. Er hat Angst vor Frau, deswegen macht er gar nichts. So, aber du bist jetzt trotzdem Rampage. Aua, aua, aua. Das tut zwar ein bisschen weh, aber das ist jetzt nicht so schlimm. So, komm, auf die Fresse mit dir. Tschüss. Weg mit euch. Ich bin ja, ich bin gerade ein bisschen ausgerastet, aber naja. You little brat. Do you think this is all we are capable of? We'll show you. Red, this is the principal. This isn't over. Das in Visual Novel Form zu sehen, ist echt ein bisschen. Principal Pulsating Mass. Rob. Jimmy hears a voice inside of his mind. What have we here? Fighting on school premises? Just bad behavior. Jimmy, I really thought this kind of thing was beneath you. I'm afraid you have to be punished. Why don't you come with me to my office? Mr. Principal. Wer spricht denn da? Achso, die da. You have to help me. You have blah blah. You have to help me, Mr. Principal. I've got a really bad stomach ache. There's the nurse office. Frop. I know, but it's an emergency. My tummy hurts so bad. Frop. Thank you so much, sir. Frop. Jimmy hears a voice inside of his mind. Wait here, Jimmy. When I return, we can discuss your punishment. Psst. You should be more careful. There are bad people here. You should probably duck out. My name is Hitomi, by the way. See you later. Hitomi. You're back early today. Did something happen? I better not get a call from your teacher. Also, don't forget the primary goal. You've got to find the secret knowledge. As for me, I was finally able to find the lead. Thanks to the sketch artist, I ran into several people who positively identified Helga. Gott, das ist schwierig. She seems to be quite popular, actually. They call her Happy Smile Lady. When I asked them where I could find her, though they weren't very confident with me. Confident, was das ein Wort ist. They mainly seemed confused. One of them succeeded. Ich kann doch nicht mehr lesen, Alter. Einmal Mauer aufgenommen und schon gar nicht mehr lesen. Dead I Stop bei Tetsuya Kawaii. Das ist doch diese Firma, wo wir da waren, wo wir nicht rein durften. Das sind doch die Maskottchen da machen, ne? It seems like it's a large chain of toys and other useless Tchotchkes. Was denn für ein Tchotchkes? Also der schafft es ja echt ernsthaft. A Tchotchke is a small bric-a-brac or miscellaneous item. The word has long been used by Jewish Americans and in the original speech of New York City and elsewhere. It is borrowed from Yiddish and is ultimately Slavic in origin. Aha. Bric-a-brac. Was ist das? Das sind... Bric-a-brac, gibt es auch kein deutsches Wort dafür. Der Begriff Bric-a-brac stammt aus dem Französischen, aha, und bezeichnet ursprünglich eine Ansammlung kleiner Kunst-, Tier- und sonstiger Sammelgegenstände. Zum Beispiel aufwendig dekorierte Teetassen und kleine Vasen, Federn, Wachsblumen und Glaskuppeln, Eierschalen, Statuetten sowie gemalte oder fotografierte Miniaturen. Aha. Also man lernt auch nie aus, ne? It's not much, but it's a lead. I'll investigate tomorrow. Don't forget, you must find the secret knowledge. Try your best tomorrow. Another day passes. It's now Wednesday, the third day of school. The spelling bee is in 2 days. Okay. So. Mal eben speichern. Und dann habe ich noch eine halbe Stunde Zeit. Ich weiß nicht, ob wir das Kapitel noch abschließen. Das geht wahrscheinlich noch ein bisschen länger, denke ich mal. Also das Gebiet hier. So, was kommt denn jetzt auf uns zu? Another day at school. Yume looks around the courtyard for Punch and Glass, but he can't see them. As the students mill around him, Yume gets this distinct impression that he's utterly alone. Ah, God. Flop. Yume hears a voice inside of his mind. Back already? You may have evaded punishment for one day, but don't be arrogant. This is my school. It's only a matter of time before you slip up again. And when that happens, Yume, you'll never leave here alive. Tick-tock, Yume. Classes are about to start. Class is about to begin. Would like to change into a different monster? Nee, immer noch die Blume. The teacher is starting the math lesson. Today the class is going over fractions. Yume already knows how fractions work, so he's bored. Yume decides to pay close attention anyway, in the hopes that he learns something new. Yes. Of course. Excellent. Yes, he already knows all of this. Well, at the very least, the teacher might have noticed how hard he was working, and that makes Yume happy. Hey, Yume thinks he might have learned a little something. Und auch noch mit Level Up, okay. Punch's avatar struts in place, his gangly giraffe legs stretching forward and back. Yo kid, I just made a breakthrough. So, my boss made me clean the bathroom today. Apparently some kid spit all over the floor or something. It was swimming in saliva. I mean, how deranged do you have to be to do that kind of thing? Don't you know that someone's got to clean up your messes? Anyway, that's not the point. The point is, when I was cleaning, the principal came in. I was working in the stall next to him, so he never got a lock on me. Let me tell you, the guy took forever. And it reeked pretty bad too. It's like the guy ate a bunch of raw meat last night. When I complained to my boss about the smell, he was like, oh yeah, it's always like that. Every day too, about that time. So I asked him why he made me clean the bathroom at the exact time if it was the same thing every day, and he just laughed. I'm beginning to think my boss is a grade A jerk. That's not important. The important thing is that I know exactly when he goes to the bathroom every day. I'm gonna swipe his keys next time. Why? The boss says we are not allowed in the principal's office. You know that's got to be where he's hiding the book. Alright, I'm a man on a mission. You just keep your head in the game. Once I get those keys, we'll be home free. Man, Punch Tanaka, MVP. Ich mag ihn. Punch's avatar does a little spin and moonwalks off the screen. Okay. Sorry I didn't meet you in the courtyard before school. I went in through the back so the bullies wouldn't hassle me. It was an old trick I learned back in my first trip through high school. Hi Yume, mind if I sit here? The other girls aren't very hospitable. Hi, also he told me. Yes, do I know you? Oh, name's Lars. I'm Yume's best friend. Pleased to meet you. Yume is a sweet boy, so I'm sure you are sweet too. My mom used to say I was as sweet as apple pie. Then I would say, I don't know about that. And then she would say, well, we better find out for sure. And then she would make me an apple pie. Yeah, funny. I am? I mean, yeah, whatever. I guess it just comes naturally. Hey, looks like lunch is almost over. It was nice meeting you, Lars. Yume, I don't remember anything I just said. Class is about to begin. Would like to change? Nein. The teacher is starting the social studies lesson. Today the class is learning about the President of the United States of America. Die eigentlich gar nicht existieren in dieser Welt, aber egal. Jimmy tries his best to memorize every president. He wonders if this is going to be on a test. Just in case, he starts to come up with a song to help him remember. George Washington is first, and then comes Adams. Okay, the lyrics need a little work. Hey, Jimmy thinks he might have learned a little something. Hey Jimbo, you know I'm starting to think things are looking up. Hunch told me that he has a plan to get into the principal's office. For the record though, I don't like how he interrupts my internet time. He complains a lot about all this work that he's got to do, but I think he spends most of his time goofing off online. Anyway, it looks like we are not going to have to stay here much longer. Plus, your dad says he's close to finding Helga. Nobody has billed me today, and I actually had a conversation with Hitmi. Jimmy, do you think I have a shot with her? Hey, Lars? I'm sorry for all of those mean things I said. I got in a lot of trouble, you know? Oh, it's fine. Thanks so much for understanding. Anyways, Mrs. Fushitora wanted me to tell you that you won an award. Really? For what? Oh, you know, most improved. For most improved. I don't know the specifics. I'm supposed to take you back to her class with me. Das kommt mir irgendwie ein bisschen. Ich glaube, das ist eine Falle. Well, okay. It's about time someone acknowledged how much I have improved. I think. I'll catch you later, Jimbo. What an idiot. Looks like it's just you and me this time, loser. You humiliated me pretty bad yesterday, but that ain't gonna happen again. Jimmy, you've got to run. He's not what he seems to be. Jimmy ran back inside. His breath echoed in the empty hallways. Before Hitimi came, he saw something flash across the face of the bully. It was something inhuman. He waits along outside of his classroom until his teacher returns with the rest of the students. Class is about to begin. Nein. Das war wahrscheinlich auch noch ein Boss, der Typ. The teacher is starting the English lesson. Today she's going over grammar. She's explaining prepositions to the class. She writes out 3 sentences on the blackboard. Who would like to point out the preposition in the sentence? She asks. A girl in the front row raises her hand and underlines one of the words. For the next sentence, she chooses a young boy sitting next to Jimmy, and he does the same. Who would like to find the preposition in the last sentence? She asks, but no one raises their hand. Her eyes scan across the class. When she stops, she's looking right at Jimmy. His heart sinks. Jimmy drags himself to the blackboard. Ja, weil er eine Dyslexie hat, ne? The other sentences have short words underlined. One is only 2 letters, one is 4. The shortest word he can find is right at the beginning of the sentence, so he understands that. I'm sorry, his teacher says, and Jimmy slumps back into his seat. She underlines another word. This one is 4 letters long, and one of the letters in the middle looks like a plus sign. What? Jimmy tries to remember that for the future. The bell rings and Jimmy walks out of the school with his head hanging low. Jimmy, I trust that school is going well. I've run into a strange situation myself. I checked out the Tetsuya Kawaii and, well, I suppose you could say I found Happy Smile Lady. It's apparently a popular Tetsuya Kawaii character. There were several different toys based on her. The odd thing is that she looks just like Helga. Their resemblance is uncanny. I bought several, of course. They are just adorable. But why has Helga become a chain of toys? It's something I have to investigate. Do your best tomorrow. Hopefully you'll be able to find the secret knowledge. Another day passes. It's now Thursday, the 4th day of school. The spelling bee is in one day. So, aber ich mache hier mal eben nochmal einen Cut, weil ich weiß nicht, wie lange der nächste Tag jetzt noch geht. Was passiert wird, dementsprechend machen wir das nächstes Mal. Ich würde sagen, wir sehen uns dann das nächste Mal bei Let's Play Jimmy and the Pulsating Mass. Auf Wiedersehen, Leute. Auf Wiedersehen. Ciao, ciao.